Hey class, Absolute 5 here, and today we're going to talk about multiplying decimals. So how do we multiply decimals? How do we do that? That's the question. So to do that, the steps are as written here in my notes. You have to multiply the decimals. Hold on, let me just, hold on. I'm trying to, let me add, let me rewrite that again. Okay, so apparently there was a little error, sorry. Oh, that's why. I didn't put this as a pen. All right, let me try that again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, because I didn't see the erase tool or whatever. Sorry about that. Multiply. I can't write today, jeez. You're gonna multiply the decimals. Sorry, just having a little fun. As though, oh my gosh. As though they were whole numbers. That's the first step. The second step, okay. Now this is important to remember. The decimal point in the product is placed so that the number of decimal places in the product, let me just go down, in the product is equal to the sum of the number of decimal places in the factors. Now, what the heck does that mean? It just sounds confusing, I know. Well, let me go back up. Let me scroll up so you guys can see that. Pause. So how to multiply decimals. You could pause the video there. And you can pause the video right about there so you can see the entire notes. Okay. Anyway, let me continue. We need a good example how to do this. Okay, let's take 223.6 times 0.78. So now it's crucial. You line up everything exactly how it is, because if you mess up the decimal points where they're lined up, you're not going to get this right at all. You're just going to keep making mistakes, okay? Now the first question some people might say is, but there's nothing here for where the 6 is right above the 8. So what you need to do is put a little 0 there, okay? Now, for the first part, you need to multiply as if they were whole numbers. So pretend this is 2060 times 78. So let's multiply this out. So let's see, 8 times 0, 0. 8 times 6, 48. So you got to carry the 4 on top. 8 times 3 is 24, but plus 4 more is 28. 8 times 2 is 16, but add 2 more is 18. Now, what I like to do is, this is how I was taught in America, that you exhaust or you cross off the first digit that you're done multiplying with, and then you add a little 0 at the bottom, so this way you don't make a mistake where you put the place value of the next following digit that you're multiplying, okay? 7 now times 0 is going to be 0. 7 times 6 is 42. And then 7 times 3 is 21, but plus 4 more is 25. 7 times 2 is 14, but add 2 more is 16. Now we add up these partial sums. I get 0, 8, because 0 and 0 is 8, 8 plus 0 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 5 more is 14, 1 and 1 is 2, and then 2 plus 6 is 8, and I add the 1 there because there's nothing else to add here. So now this is the second part of the notes where it says the confusing part. The decimal point in the product is placed so that the number of places in the product is equal to the sum of the number of decimal places in the factor. So what the heck does that mean? Okay, you see how we have the two decimal points right up top here, right? Let's pretend we're going to move this decimal point over once, but twice, so that our numbers is a whole number, and same goes for here, right? I had to move that decimal point 2 times, and I also had to move the second number 2 times for the decimal point. I'm going to add these two up to get 4. This right here represents the number of times you will move the decimal point. Now, I have to move this thing 4 times. So I start from the furthest point to the right, and I move to the left 4 times in this case. I drop my notes, it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I put a dot right there. So then I have 18.480 as my answer. That indicates how many times I multiplied the decimal point over. Now, I think another example is due. So let's do one more. Let's do one more example. Okay. So let's say I have instead, I have 34.8 times 0.62. Okay, so review. The first step is when you see an empty space, you add a 0 where you don't see anything there. Next, you can, let's multiply this out as is. So we get 0 times 2, 0. 2 times 8, 16. 2 times 4 is 8. Add 1 is 9. 2 times 3 is 6. So I'm done with the 2. I then multiply 6 times 0, 0. 6 times 8, 48. 6 times 4 is 24, but I add 4 more is 28. 6 times 3 is 18, but add 2 more is 20. Then I add up everything, so let me just rewrite this line. Okay, 0 plus 0, 0. 6 plus 0, 6. 8 plus 9, or 9 plus 8, 17. Carry the 1. 6 and 1 is 17. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. I carry the 1, 1, and 2. So now in total, 1, 2, 1, 2. In total, I have to move 4 times. So I move 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm left with 21.5760 as my answer. Now, some of you I'm pretty sure some of you were taught a different way on how to multiply these numbers, and that where you can multiply the numbers out in such a way that you don't need to do this process. Because I know a lot of people will look at me and say, oh, this is very long and exhausting. And I agree, it is long and exhausting, but this is how I was taught. If you know a better way a better or faster, shorter way, please send me a video of you doing the technique, or if not, send me somebody who knows what they're doing and explain to me in a way that makes sense. But for now, this is the best way that I know how to multiply decimals. If not, I'm willing to take criticism in this case that yes, I am a professor that only knows how to multiply the American way, but please, I'm always enlightened to learn another way how to multiply decimals, okay? So that's the lesson for you guys. Let me give you your homework. I'll give you your one little homework. Let me not number it because I know we'd be here forever having to figure out how many times to multiply something. I'll let you guys multiply this one out. 16 times 0.0531. I'll give you one hint. You add the zeros here. So we're going to have fun multiplying all that. So that's the lesson for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been Absolute 5. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Mash that bell button to receive more content. And I'll see you guys with another video. This has been Absolute 5. I'm Roger Palomino. Math is infinite because there are infinitely many possibilities. And don't forget, don't hate, calculate. Just calculate. I know how much people hate math, but don't hate. Just calculate.